$222,000 US in just the last 30 days at 20 years old. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I went from being a broke college student to running an e-commerce store that's doing just under $250,000 a month. No BS, just real numbers. I'll break down everything, how we chose the product, how we created the landing page, how we ran the ads, and much, much more. This time last year, I was dead broke with absolutely no direction. This year, I've finally cracked the code. Pay attention, this video could change your life forever. I've just logged into my Shopify to take a look at the last 30 days. $225,000 US. Here is my analytics for the month. Jump on here, give you a quick refresh just so you can see it's completely legit. Here is the $225,000 US in revenue. This all occurred between the 13th of November and the 12th of this month. A lot of it, over $100,000 of it, occurred in 1 week just there, and that was Black Week. And obviously that was a crazy week, and yeah, we made a crazy amount of money. So jump over to our true profit analysis here. This is a great app for tracking margins. In those same 30 days, you'll see we've done about $48,000 US worth of profit, and that's after absolutely everything. That's after conversion fees, that's after payment processing fees, cost of goods obviously, and ad spend as well. So obviously that's pretty substantial. So yeah, 48,000 profit in the last 30 days, and in Black Week itself in 1 week it was 23, so half the month. And in 1 week, that was a crazy week. So that is roughly 40,000 New Zealand dollars profit in 1 week. And the last 30 days, just $83,000 for the month. Now that you guys can see I'm not some fake guru or scammer like half the other people on this app, let's get straight into how I found my winning product. There is a bunch of different product research methods we teach inside TWA, but I'm gonna go over PP ads, which is exactly how I found this winning product. I'm gonna show you the filters I used, how to navigate the software, and refine the product I found just to show you exactly what it looks like inside PP ads. Right, so I'm now in PP ads and I'm going to show you exactly how I found that winning product. More or less, I've changed what I'm sorting my products by to impressions. This is obviously extremely important as it shows validation that a product has won in the past, you know, that there's consumer interest for the product. I then went to the start date and I found products from this time last year. So when you're finding products that have already won before, instead of finding something original or your own product that hasn't run before, you kind of want to space it out from when it was last run. Otherwise, your percentage of the market cap is going to be extremely low and it might just completely flop. For example, if someone ran these vintage photo tees 2 months ago, they're going to have scaled it to a point where there's no one left to buy the product, right? Obviously, if they've gone to all the effort of finding a product, setting it up, starting to scale it, they're gonna scale it until there's no juice left, right? So if you then try to get a month later, there's probably still gonna be no juice left. So when you try and find products with PP ads, my recommendation would be to ensure that they haven't been ran through recently. So this right here is the product. It is the Dare Person hoodie. I'm sure some of you have probably seen this on AliExpress or floating around TikTok ads or whatever. Obviously it's done a crazy amount of impressions, crazy amount of likes. This product in particular stood out to me because it's done those crazy impressions before, right? So there's that proof, that validation that the product is a winning concept. Another thing that really stood out to me was the message on the hoodie itself, right? It's a great message. Keeping in mind that I run Facebook ads now, right? I saw this had been run on TikTok and I sort of thought to myself, this is the kind of product that would resonate maybe with a slightly older demographic, right? Just because a product has been rinsed to shit on TikTok doesn't mean you can't give it a crack on a different platform. That's another thing to keep in mind. A lot of people call me crazy for using TikTok ad spy tool to find products for Facebook, but the idea is very similar, right? If there's consumer demand on one social media platform, there's very likely going to be this similar demand if you hit the right pocket on another platform, but that other platform just hasn't been rinsed. So with this, for example, I could never run this on TikTok again because everyone and their mum on TikTok has seen this product. They've reached everyone that would possibly buy it on TikTok, and those people have bought it. However, there's probably millions of people on Facebook who are similar, has similar morals, similar product taste that would buy it. So that's why I decided to run it on Facebook. Another thing so many people overlook when product researching is the quality of content available easily. What I mean by this is, can you easily source good creative material for the product or not? If you can't, it's probably going to be really difficult to run as a beginner. Why? Well, as a beginner, you're probably lacking the funding and the connections to get custom created content for the product. Not only is this hard to organize and expensive, but it's also quite time consuming. When you're just starting, you really want to be pushing out as much products as you can to really get a good idea of the concept. If you're spending 2 or 3 weeks in between your product tests as a beginner just to get better content, you're gonna get nowhere. So yeah, make sure before you set up a product on Shopify, before you start setting up the landing page, make sure that you can easily get some content for the product. Yeah, this is the lander itself. This is the exact lander we used. As you can see, we had a super low upfront for this one because the cogs were crazy low, like sub $10, and we ran about a $10 shipping price as well. A lot of people have this complete false narrative that consumers are way more likely to buy something that has free shipping. But the truth is, we've split tested, A/B tested this 1,000 times. You'll make way more money if you have a lower upfront and add shipping on the back end, right? When someone sees your ad and it's $20 as opposed to $30, they are way more likely to click it. So your traffic cost will halve, right? And by the time someone's scrolled through this landing page, they've picked their size, they've looked at the size chart, they've picked one out for their friend that they're gonna buy as well. By the time they go through all that and get to the checkout and see the shipping price, they're not too phased. You might lose 25% more people at the checkout, right? But because your traffic is so much cheaper, it works out to be way more profitable. One of the most important things that people completely underestimate is the value of a good deal. This deal right here, right, for the one hoodie, we make $20 per sale with a CPA of like 8, which is still really good. When you're doing 300 orders a day, you're making $4,000 or $5,000 a day profit, even with such a low upfront and break even margin. But by having the BOGO here, the buy one get one, and having it at such a reasonable price for 2, you're making it almost a no-brainer for this person to want to, right? Because it's £9 for a hoodie, for your second hoodie, which means we're increasing the AOV and we're increasing our profit per order. So what would usually be a $20 margin is now, up near $27, $28 with still the same $8 CPA. Another thing people just super overcomplicate is the landing pages themselves. My most success in dropshipping has always come with simple products and simple landing pages. You don't need 1,000 different sections in a landing page because it just takes away from the buying intent, right? Give the customer exactly what they need to know if they want the product and make the purchase. If you're giving them any more than that, you're wasting their time, you're wasting your time, you're taking away from their intention of buying. This is literally it, right? We have a ticker along the top for some urgency, £15 till midnight. Cool. This is obviously different for each regions. In the US, it would say $20 till midnight, and that's just changed in the market settings. But yeah, feel good, look good. Quick rundown on the product, give them exactly what they need to know. A little video for context shows you the complete product, and obviously someone probably in that target demographic wearing it. Then the second block here, just another simple image plus text block, basic as spread positivity. Just explains the message behind the hoodie, why wearing it is important, why the product is valuable, right? Literally 3 reviews at the bottom. That's it. That's the entire landing page. That's as simple as it was. That's literally a sticky ads card at the bottom, a 1-page checkout. Bang. As I spoke about, we are taking a TikTok product over to Meta. So I'm now going to show you the exact creatives we used, the exact campaign setup we used, and exactly how we scaled our budgets. So this is 2 of the creatives we used in this campaign. We unfortunately don't have the time to show all of them, but they're all along similar lines. I'm just going to show you 2 of the video creatives we used. Closer to Black Friday, we spammed image ads with Black Friday related content, but these were the original creatives we used to test the product and really start the ball rolling.
I'm not even being dramatic. Your life will change wearing this hoodie. I went out in public wearing this for the first time and 10 people came up to me and complimented me. If you want to feel good, just go out with this in public and people will come compliment you.
As you can see, we like to use UGC content from consumers themselves. We found that it works best and it appears more trustworthy when people see a product from a consumer rather than a brand. People are way more likely to trust another regular person than they are to trust a brand. So that's sort of the reasoning behind why we like the UGC style videos.
In honor of Suicide Prevention Month, we're giving away these hoodies for 55% off. It has a really neat message in the back and a really great message in the front. If you want one of these, click the link below.
But yeah, super simple video. Just shows you the product, shows someone in the target demographic wearing it and talking about it, explains the positive features of the hoodie, explains exactly why someone would buy it and the value in someone buying it. The call to action and upfront will almost always be mentioned in the primary text though, or will include our discount percentage. Sometimes if you're wanting to chuck multiple regions in one campaign, it's much easier for the copywriting to just mention your offer in discount percentage wise rather than the actual dollar figure, right? Because for your different markets you're going to have a different currency. Second one mentions it's 55% off. Once again, someone in the target demographic, just showing the complete hoodie, showing exactly what it's about, and a quick CTA at the end. Overall, these creatives are really simple. To be honest, it's more the sourcing the creatives that's hard. If we were to fully brand out this product, we'd obviously get a lot more custom UGC, and at that point we'd be writing the scripts for the videos and doing stuff like that. But for this, we literally just tested the product with these creatives that were pretty much already done for us. We obviously had our own copywriting and the meta ads themselves, but that's all fairly self-explanatory. Once the product started winning, we simply just made image ads of the same product. Closer to Black Friday, we incorporated that kind of content too, and yeah, that was really it. Now let's have a look at the ad account. So I'll just take you through like Black Friday week so you can see exactly what our budgets were at, how much we spent, etc. So on the 27th, it was a bit of a slower day. Spent about $2,000, had a really good CPA. So we did about a 50% bump onto the 28th where we spent about $3,000. On the 29th, Black Friday, we doubled. We knew it was going to be a huge day, we knew it was going to hit. So we spent about $5.7 grand. This was the really crazy day where we did about $23,000. So that was about a 4 ROAS with a really good margin. And on the 30th, we spent the same and made slightly less, so the return was but still a really good day. This is obviously the kind of setup you have when you're starting to scale a product. When we first started, it would have been at $50 to $100 budgets on an AdV Plus camp. Once that starts hitting, we'll scale out to CBOs, exclusion camps, etc., and really start to push the product as far as we can take it. In that first testing phase, the targeting strategy is broad. We let the AdV Plus just work out exactly who it thinks is going to buy the product. That, in my opinion, is the best way to test. AdV Plus, in a way, is like picking low-hanging fruit. It is the best way to target people that the algorithm thinks will buy your product. If an AdV Plus fails on a test, it's probably not going to be a winner. Obviously, it's never smooth sailing. We don't just keep going up and up and up and up. There would have been days earlier in the month where we had to down bump or hold off on bumping for a few days, waiting for the algorithm and for Meta to sort its shit out and find enough people to buy the product at higher budgets. A lot of people tend to down bump when that happens. Like, you'll see people who do a bump and not see really good results for the first couple days, like profit margin wise or ROAS wise. You need to give it a few days at that higher budget just to allow Meta a few days to learn exactly how it's going to spend this money to get you the best results. When I first started on Meta, obviously with TikTok, you usually surf scale, so it's completely different. With Meta, when I first started, that was probably my biggest flaw, right? I was doing tiny bumps, so I'd do a 25% bump, right? I'd see a slight dip in the ROAS, and I'd take it back down, and I'd give it a few days, take it back up, still see poor results, take it back down. And it took so long to scale a product up to a point where you're actually making good money. Now I've sort of learned that you have to bite the bullet a bit, and yeah, give it a few days to understand how to spend this increased budget to get you the results you need. For the Black Friday week, we actually did surf scale a bit, so we were up so many hours on those, probably about 4 days, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday were crazy, and then Monday, Tuesday were also really crazy. So we were up, constantly monitoring the CPAs and the ROAS and increasing and decreasing the budgets as the day went on to maximize both our CPA but also our revenue. That isn't something you can do just any day of the week or any time of the year really. That was only possible because it was Black Week, but it was a way that we did scale our profits and scale our revenue. All right, guys. Hope you found this video valuable. If you did, all I ask is that you drop a subscribe and maybe leave a like and a comment. I'll be posting a lot more stuff on YouTube in the coming months. For example, like how we took one of our members in TWA to being dead broke, about to quit ecom, to now doing $1 million months at 18 years old. Yeah, cheeky cunt makes more than me now with the products we helped him scale. Anyway, until then, see you later.